I was recently talking to a student of mine about perception, and he said, well, you can't understand anyone else's perception but your own, because perception is based on a collection of your life's experiences and how you individually perceive those experiences and grew from that, and that's what you base your perception on. And I wanted to teach this student that one can understand other people's perceptions, because there's a lot of lessons that I may have learned from a certain experience. You may also have learned that lesson, but on another experience, so I can understand that lesson that you learned, even though we did not share the same experiences. And I taught him by asking him a few questions. I knew the student personally, so I knew that he was a musician and he wrote music as well. By knowing this, I said to him, you know, sometimes if you wished to write a song, wished to write music, or you knew that you had to, and you sat down and started thinking of ideas, and you might not write a song in a day. It might take you a week to write a song. But on other times when you're by yourself and you're not really thinking of writing, all of a sudden a song comes to you, and it's like in a matter of 5-10 minutes you have a complete song, music and lyrics together. And he was astonished. He's going, yeah, that happened to me a few times. That's really great. He said, but it doesn't happen a lot. I said, well, that's because you're always using an analytical mind. Your mind is thinking with a composed, conscious state of mind rather than a relaxed state. And I said, whenever you do write music and it's quick, it's because you have reached a different state of consciousness where it allows your creativity to flow. And when we think analytically, our minds are composed, and your mind works on a different frequency. And this different frequency scrambles a lot of your creativity. When you learn to alter this frequency by relaxing yourself, your oneself, as well as relaxing the thoughts in your mind, stuff can flow. And he said, yeah, I can understand that. And I said, well, how is it that you would answer this question? How would I know that you've come across this in writing music, and how did I know that you could write music in 5 to 10 minutes when other times it takes you this long? And how did I know that it's when you are writing the music that quickly, that it was because you were by yourself, completely relaxed, not thinking? And he stood still for a moment and thought, and said, I see what you mean. What I did is I used my knowledge and understanding and gave him a comparison in his life through his experiences, even though I did not experience those, to come to the same knowledge. Except for he never understood why. And now I taught him why. Now he can go into a relaxed meditative state, and that his music come to him rather than trying to find the music himself. So that was a lesson which I taught to him individually, because I knew him personally and knew a collection of his experiences that allowed me to teach him. Now he understands that perception is based on your individual experience, but other people who have different individual experiences can also gain the same perception as you have from your experiences. Now that student understands that we do not need the exact same experiences to achieve the same perception. And that is a hard lesson that one would have to teach to a student. And you couldn't really teach that unless you understood a bit more about that student and about his life and what his interests are and how much he experienced with his interests in life.